Hello, everyone, and welcome to our training session on Google Offline Maps, proudly brought to you by the Umbrella Academy. We are excited to help you learn how to navigate seamlessly, even when you're offline. Whether you're traveling, hiking, or just in an area with poor internet connection, the Google Offline Map can be of help. Before we begin, with me here are my team members, Sylvia, Ganesh, and myself, Nusa, and as well as Mohammed. Moving on, our learning objectives for this training session is, by the end of this training session, you'll be able to access the offline maps for navigation. You'll be able to download the offline map of a specific area, and then you'll be able to use the downloaded offline map for navigation without the internet connection. Moving on, Ganesh will walk us through a quick scenario.
Thank you, Nosa, for the introduction. Now I'll take you through the specific details of the scenario. David, a professional heading to a critical client meeting, relies on Google Maps for navigation. As he starts his journey, everything is going well until he enters a remote location where the network connectivity is lost. Without an active network connection, Google Maps stops updating the route in real time, leaving David unsure of the way forward. At this moment, David tries to troubleshoot by checking his mobile settings, switching between different network options, and even attempting to locate Wi-Fi hotspot. Unfortunately, none of these efforts succeeded. He starts to think, what should I do now? Like this, David must explore non-network dependent solutions to ensure he reaches his destination. To explain what David could do next and provide strategies for handling such scenarios effectively, I will now pass it over to Mohammed. Mohammed, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ganesh, and it was great introduction, Nosa, from you. And here we are, of course, to explain how we can help people to navigate offline maps. So here I am to give a brief introduction about offline maps, how to download it, and how we can use it for our future reference. Moving on, as you can see, offline maps is a really important features where Google Map has came up with, where it helped a lot of lives and a lot of things to get very easier. So I'll just explain you how we can use those offline maps in our day-to-day devices, whichever you're using. So moving on, I'll explain you, as we have two devices, like Android and iOS. So as you can see on the screen, there are two devices. So firstly, before we start, we need to download a Google Maps application in the devices. So once you download the Google Maps application in your devices, you can see and you can open it. So once you open the Google Maps application in your device, you can just click on your profile picture. And after clicking on profile picture, you can, go in the settings. After going in the settings, you can choose offline maps, as we are working on it and we want to use it. So we can use an offline maps right away. So once you click offline maps, it will give you a page to download it. Okay. So before downloading, you need to select your entire area, which map you want to download. So as for my reference, we have used Kitchener location because that's what I spend most of my time. So you can just select it and download it right away on your device. So after you click on download, it will take some time as per your network connectivity. And after it gets downloaded successfully in your devices, you can rename it according to your preferences. If you're downloading for your house, you can keep your house. If you're downloading it from office, you can keep it for that. So for now, we have changed it and we have kept it for Kitchener because the map which we have used was of Kitchener. So we have uploaded that name right away on the screen and we have saved it. And as we can see that the downloaded offline maps has been successfully saved on our devices. We can play with it by updating it and renaming it and other stuffs we can do it right away. But once the map has been downloaded, as you can see, there is no network in both the devices, but we can still go save to our designated network. And that's a really cool feature which Google Maps have came up with and which helped a lot of lives to make things easier without having any network in the phone. So that was all from my side. I hope you understood the entire training and how to download it and how you can use it for your reference. My colleague Sylvia will just give you a conclusion about offline maps. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed, for explaining the steps in detail. As we can all see, David is excited after successfully downloading the offline map. With the map ready on his phone, he feels a wave of confidence as he's no longer worried about losing his way. He easily navigates through unfamiliar areas. In summary, moving on, by now, I believe you have practically started applying steps to downloading your offline maps. Today's Google Maps training on offline maps has equipped you all with valuable skills to enhance your navigation experience. We focused on 3 key features. The first is accessing offline maps, which allow you to view maps without an internet connection. The second is downloading offline maps so you can serve and save specific areas for future use. The third is using downloaded offline maps, which enables you to navigate easily, even in areas with poor connectivity. Remember to update your maps regularly to keep them current and for you to explore various features that offline map offers you. With this knowledge, you can confidently navigate through unfamiliar areas, making your travel smoother and more enjoyable. In conclusion, with offline maps, you can stay prepared by downloading your offline maps ahead of time. You can also increase convenience by enabling you to save data, which will help improve your battery life and your mobile phone. Google Offline Maps, anywhere, anytime. Thank you all for participating and happy exploring.